Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. Happy Freaky Friday to all you freaks out there. I hope your day and your week have been going very well so far. We've got a new day, which of course means a new NBA player prop video to share with you guys. But first, as always, people, please make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, and it really does mean a ton to us. With a new day comes some new opportunities to go ahead and make some money, and there is no better day to make money than today, because not only is it Freaky Friday, which is always a great day to make money, it's also day 3 of our November ladder challenge. That's right, folks. We're handing out 2 parlays in today's video. You're getting a ton of value, and the best part is all my picks 100% free. So if you haven't subscribed, this is your chance now. Hit that subscribe button down below. Quick little recap here, guys. Yesterday was day 2 of our November ladder challenge. We had a 3-leg parlay plus 282. We had Devin Booker over 6.5 assists, a bit of a sweat, but cash. Ivica Zubac over 10.5 rebounds, also a little bit of a sweat, cashed, although he actually cashed it in the first 3 quarters, but still, he only cashed it by 1 rebound. And then Royce O'Neal over 7.5 points. There was no doubt about that one. He had a great game yesterday. 3 legs, plus 282, we cashed that. And looking at our ladder results now, so yesterday we put 2.46 units on that plus 82 parlay. We won 6.94 units. So now, assuming you took that initial unit back in your pocket like I told you guys to do back on day 1, okay, you've already broken even, you made your money back, and you are currently up 9.4 units in profit. To clarify, if you started with $100, you now have your $100 investment back in your pocket, you broke even, and you're up $940 profit in just 2 days. And now in today's video, we're going to put that $940 or $9.40 or $94, whichever you guys are betting, however your unit size is, $94,000, you're going to put that on today's parlay. So this is day 3 of our ladder challenge, but like I said, we have 2 parlays today. We have our ladder challenge day 3 and our Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay like we do every Friday. So how we're going to do it, we're going to start off with the ladder challenge parlay because that's what we're doing right now. 3-leg parlay. I will make sure to specify multiple times so you guys do not get confused, as well as put it down below in the pinned comment what the final parlays are. So make sure to check that out. So a 3-leg parlay to start, we'll finish that up, and then we'll do our Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay. And just a warning, guys, the intro's going a little bit long. I have to kind of take care of some business before we dive into the picks. Like we do every Friday, we do our Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay Amazon gift card giveaway. Still a mouthful all these years later. Okay, pause. So all you gotta do is comment Freaky down below, and if this parlay hits, the Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay hits, one lucky commenter win a free $25 Amazon gift card. But that's not where we're stopping here with the giveaways today. Like I said, every day we cash for the ladder challenge, we're giving out gift cards. Yesterday we cashed, so we have another winner. Shout out to Gus Jr. 123 ladder baby. Yes, sir. You have won a free $25 Amazon gift card. DM me on Instagram at TASOS Picks, at Tassos Picks, and we'll get you that Amazon gift card. For today's video, comment ladder, and if today's parlay hits, one lucky comment to win a free $30 Amazon gift card. Now here's the catch. You cannot comment in the same comment. Now, is this me cheating a little bit to get the algorithm up so you guys can comment extra? Perhaps. But hey, I've cashed 2 plus 200 over parlays 2 days in a row. I'm handing out 2 big parlays in today's video. The least you guys can do is comment a couple of times for your chance to win free gift cards. So comment ladder to win a free $30 Amazon gift card. Again, assuming the parlay hits. And then comment Freaky to win a free $25 Amazon gift card if the 5-leg parlay hits. So you can comment twice, ladder and Freaky. You get multiple chances to go ahead and win a gift card if these parlays hit. All right, we're 4 minutes in. Plenty of rambling. Let's go ahead and dive into our 2 parlays on this beautiful Freaky Friday. All right, guys, so once again, starting off with our 3-leg ladder challenge parlay. The first leg of our 3-leg parlay, we're looking at the Celtics Magic game, 7 p.m. tip-off. We've got Wendell Carter Jr. of the Orlando Magic over 7.5 rebounds, which I'm grabbing for minus 165 over on DraftKings. We are using DraftKings for both of these parlays, but don't worry because a lot of these legs are available on a number of different sportsbooks. So if you can't tail on DraftKings, most of these are available on most big sports books. So again, first leg of our 3-leg ladder parlay here, Wendell Carter Jr. over 7.5 rebounds, a slight alternate line. He's cashed it in 6 of 8 games so far this year. That is, of course, a 75% hit rate on the season, averaging 8.25 rebounds per game this year. So pretty good numbers across the board here for Wendell Carter Jr. He's averaging 15.6 rebound chances per game this season, playing about 28 minutes per game on average. Now, the big thing to worry about here with Wendell Carter Jr. is the foul trouble. He's averaging 4.4 fouls per game, and in 3 of the last 4 games, he's had 5 fouls or more. So obviously, that's the big issue here is the foul trouble for Wendell Carter. But as long as he can stay out of foul trouble or at least manage it, he should get 8 rebounds in this spot. The main reason I like this is the matchup. The Celtics obviously are not a very good rebounding team, specifically down low this year. From a head-to-head perspective also, Wendell Carter Jr. has had success versus Boston in the past. He's cashed the over in 6 of his last 8 matchups with Boston. Again, a 75% hit rate, averaging 9.13 rebounds per game against the Celtics over those last 8 matchups. Now, a lot of those games are in the playoffs, so different circumstances, different style of play. He obviously played more minutes in those games as well, but plenty of rebound opportunities. And again, this year, it's actually even a better matchup for Wendell Carter Jr. The Celtics this year, we go over the dashboard over on GuyBostonSports.com. Last 7 games, Boston 25th in the NBA in terms of rebounds allowed to the center position. So it's a really good spot. You look at the last few games for Boston. Alex Sarr of the Wizards, he had 8 rebounds. Nurkic had 11 for the Utah Jazz. Jusuf Nurkic had 11 rebounds in a game in 2025. Şengün had 10. Filipowski had 8. All pretty good numbers if we're looking at it. And, some of these guys, a lot of the Sixers guys, unfortunately, did not cash their overs. But overall, Boston 21st in rebounds allowed in the NBA. This team also shoots at a very high volume. They take a lot of threes, and they're not shooting the 3 very well right now. I think they're shooting the 3s at a top 3 clip in terms of the frequency of 3s shot, but they're like bottom 5 in 3-point percentage. So they're not making a lot of 3s, a lot of missed shots, so a lot of opportunities for 8 rebounds for Wendell Carter Jr. That's the first leg of our 3-leg ladder parlay. Again, I'll keep making sure to specify which parlay we're doing. All right, guys, the second leg of our 3-leg parlay here. Another rebound player prop coming from the Bulls-Bucks game, 8 p.m. tip-off. We've got Miles Turner of the Bucks over 5.5 rebounds. Very similar player prop to the last one, okay? The overall numbers are good for Miles Turner. 75% hit rate on the season, averaging 6.5 rebounds per game this year. Also, from a head-to-head perspective, 2 of his last 3 matchups with the Bulls, he's cashed the over, averaging 5.67 rebounds per game across the 3 matchups with Chicago. Granted, those are last season and with the Indiana Pacers, not the Milwaukee Bucks. But similar to the last player prop, it's a very good matchup spot here. You see the Bulls over the last 7 games, 23rd in the NBA in terms of rebounds allowed to the center position. So it is a good matchup spot there for Miles Turner. Look at the overall numbers this season. He is playing a healthy amount of minutes, averaging about 28 minutes per game. He's averaging about 12.6 rebound chances per game. And unlike Wendell Carter Jr., not as much foul trouble. Miles Turner has never been a huge rebounding big, but I do think it's only 6 rebounds. It's a good spot. This is a Bulls team that's playing pretty well, honestly, but I do think this is a spot where rebound opportunity should be there for Miles Turner. Look at the last 3 times he played. He averaged 10 rebound chances per game, but he did have as high as 13 chances in one of those games. So I do think it's a pretty good spot. It's only 6 rebounds, not that big of a line. He should be able to go ahead and cash this. Miles Turner, definitely the riskiest leg of the parlay, but our third and final leg of our ladder challenge parlay comes from the Thunder Kings game. Moving on to the later slate here, 10 p.m. tip-off. I'm going Chet Holmgren here, over 24.5 points plus rebounds against the Kings. Chet has cashed this line in 4 of 5 games this year. It's an 80% hit rate, averaging 29.8 points plus rebounds per game this season. We don't have a ton of head-to-head data to go off of, but the last time he played the Kings on March 25th of last season, he did have 18 points and 10 rebounds in that game. Looking back to this year's numbers for Chet, again, pretty good numbers. He's averaging about 33 minutes per game. He's taking about 12 shots. Now, you have seen his shots decrease as the games have gone along. That being said, it's still a good matchup spot. He's averaging 18 rebound chances per game. He's shooting the ball pretty well. He's taking a healthy amount of threes. Again, the Clippers game seems to be a real outlier from a numbers perspective. But again, this one's all about the matchup here, guys. The Kings, last 7 games, 22nd in the NBA in points allowed to power forwards, 13th in rebounds. That's not great. It's not like it's the best matchup. We've seen some better. The last couple player props had better matchups. That being said, the Kings are a really weird roster, and they're projected to start DeMar DeRozan at the 4 spot. Chet versus DeMar, Chet should be able to dominate that matchup. He has obviously the size advantage. He's younger, faster, quicker, more athletic. at this point his career than DeMar DeRozan. I think it's a good spot. Again, he's cashing at a pretty high rate. It's minus 192 on DraftKings for a reason. A little bit of a juiced line there. Chet's been playing very well so far this year. I trust him a lot in the spot. 25 points plus rebounds shouldn't be that crazy for Chet Holmgren to get, especially in this matchup. All right, guys, we jump over to DraftKings. Quick little recap here. 3-leg parlay for our ladder challenge. Wendell Carter Jr. over 7.5 rebounds. Miles Turner over 5.5 rebounds. And Chet Holmgren over 24.5 points plus rebounds. A lot of rebounds in this parlay today. You parlay all three together, you get a parlay of plus 263 odds over on DraftKings. So we're putting 9.4 units on this plus 263 parlay. Obviously, this hits. We're up major money going into tomorrow's challenge. So comment ladder down below. If this parlay hits, one lucky commenter will win a free $30 Amazon gift card. All right, guys, so that concludes our 3-leg parlay for the ladder challenge. Now we're about to get started here with our 5-leg parlay for Freaky Friday. But first, before we do that, I want to talk to you guys about the dashboard here that we have for ourselves over at GuyBostonSports.com. Now, obviously, so far in today's video, I've already talked to you guys a little bit about the dashboard, kind of jumping back and forth between screens here. But this is the dashboard that we ourselves here at Guy Boston Sports create for you guys, right? Ev creates all of this. I'm only giving you guys, I've been looking at obviously the defensive versus position matchups here, but there's so much more this dashboard provides. We have projected starting lineups plus shot zone breakouts. You go to the left side of the screen here, you have points in the paint allowed, offensive points per game, efficiency numbers, so on and so forth. We have pace of play numbers, isolation, offense, and defensive numbers, team shooting zone frequency rates. We have the lineups, who's out, who's questionable, strength of schedule, all of these things, rest advantage. So much information here. We are honestly taking what like you need to get from 3 other websites. To get all of these numbers, you have to go to like 3 different websites to compile all this numbers, but we're doing it for you in one easy and convenient, honestly good looking place. We update this daily for the NBA and we cover every single game in the slate. But we don't stop there. We also have our NFL dashboard, which we update weekly here, or more than weekly, but you get what I'm saying. For all the games here, we cover every game. We have DVOA numbers, we have offense defensive rank numbers, inside zone scheme, so much information, guys. The point being, all of this is available to you. All you have to do to access these dashboards is become a member over at GuyBostonSports.com. We don't charge for any picks here, guys. This is the only thing that we charge for is their access to the dashboards and some other special content, but mainly the dashboards. I'm giving you guys a very special offer. Use promo code TASOS. That's TASOS. Promo code TASOS, and you get this all sport dashboard member package, which gets you the access to the NBA dashboard and NFL dashboard. Use that promo code TASOS and you get your first month of the all sports dashboard member for just $4.99 for the first month. Then afterwards, it will upgrade obviously to $10.99 per month. But again, even for the $10.99 per month, I think it's a very good deal. You're getting access to the NBA dashboard, the NFL dashboard, all of this numbers, all this information. If you guys want to make money sports betting, you got to have the right tools by your side. You got to have numbers and analytics and information by your side, and we're giving it to you very easy and very convenient. Again, use promo code TASOS, get your first month of the all sports dashboard member for just $4.99 for your first month, then $10.99 for every month after the fact. But use promo code TASOS. Shout out to Ev, guys. He is incredible. The things that he created for us, this dashboard, it's really helpful. I use it for every video now, whether it be the NFL videos, the NBA videos. It's great, guys. Make sure to go ahead and check it out. Link down below in the description. All right, guys, now we got our Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay. Our first leg here coming from the Cavs-Wizards game, 7 p.m. tip-off. We're going Evan Mobley of the Cavaliers over 29.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. Again, we are using DraftKings for this parlay as well. He's cashed it in 6 of 8 games this year. It's a 75% hit rate, averaging 32.38 PRAs per game this season. From a head-to-head perspective, he's cashed it in 3 consecutive matchups with the Washington Wizards dating back to last year, of course, averaging 32 PRAs across those 3 matchups with Washington last year. The numbers across the board here are pretty good for Mobley. He's averaging about 34 minutes per game, 15 rebound chances per game on average, 10 potential assists per game. He's taking about 15 shots per game. Everything looks pretty good here from a numbers perspective for Evan Mobley. And again, referring back to our dashboard here, really good matchup versus the Wizards. You see here Washington versus power forwards last 7 games, 26th in points allowed, 29th in rebounds, and 24th in assists. So green bean across the board, only 3-point shooting, which, we're not really too concerned about that one. Pretty good numbers across the board here for Evan Mobley. Good matchup spot, good head-to-head data, good overall data. Solid first leg of our Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay. For our second leg of our Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay, we're moving on to the Hornets Heat game, 8 p.m. tip-off. We got LaMelo Ball of the Charlotte Hornets over 34.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. Like most of these props, the numbers are pretty good from a season perspective. 67% hit rate so far on the year for LaMelo. That's 4 of 6 games, averaging 41 PRAs per game this year. Even in his misses, they've been very close misses. Now, he hasn't played since November 1st against Minnesota. Now, it is worth mentioning he is questionable. He hasn't played. He is still battling this ankle injury here. But if he plays, I like the spot a lot. If he plays, he's going to be healthy enough to go and put numbers up. Obviously, Colin Sexton is also injured, so that also plays into this a little bit. They still are without Brandon Miller, which obviously is a huge loss for this team. But when he's been on the court, he's been very good. And again, even the misses this year have been very close. You see this game versus Minnesota, he missed it by 2 PRAs. The season opener versus Brooklyn, he missed it by 5 PRAs. When he's on the court, he has been balling this year. Even from a head-to-head perspective, the numbers have been pretty good for LaMelo Ball against the Miami Heat. He's cashed in 3 of the last 5 versus Miami. Again, a couple close misses there, averaging 38.2 PRAs per game. And he has played the Heat once already this year, back on October 28th. He had 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists in that game. But there were obviously some crumbs left on the table there, right? He had 12 potential assists, 15 potential rebounds, and he took 18 shots, shot just 6 for 18 from the floor. So he didn't even have that great of a game, left a lot of opportunity out there, and he still cashed the over. This makes some sense too, because Miami defensive versus point guards this year, they've been pretty bad. Okay, 20th in points allowed, 29th in rebounds, 27th in assists to the point guard position. So whatever way you shake it, as long as he's on the court, he should go ahead and cash this over. If he doesn't play, it's fine. It just gets voided from the parlay anyways, and it gets just scratched off. So I'm willing to take the chance. If he does play, he's going to cash the over. If not, if he gets him not playing, not really a big deal. All right, guys, our third leg of our 5-leg parlay. We actually have 2 legs coming from this Jazz Timberwolves game, 8 p.m. tip-off tonight. My first leg from this game, our third leg overall for this 5-leg parlay. We're going Keontae George over 24.5 PRAs in this game. Now, this is the most juiced line of any player prop I'm going to give you guys in today's video. But let's be honest, Keontae George has been balling, and the numbers are phenomenal here. He's cashed this line in all 8 games this season, averaging 34 PRAs per game. You could go higher, add a little extra value if you want to. If you want to take the LaMelo prop out and maybe add a couple extra PRAs, you can even go this line. Let's see what we can do here. We can go up to 29.5, which is the normal line. The numbers are still good. Playing things on the safer side, though, the numbers are way better, obviously, when you look at this line of 24 PRAs. From a head-to-head perspective, 2 of his last 3 matchups with the Minnesota Timberwolves, he's cashed this over, averaging 23.67 PRAs per game across the last 3 matchups with Minnesota. He's also 5 of 5 in terms of cashing this line on the road this year, averaging 33 PRAs. Last 10 games on the road dating back to last year, 90% hit rate, 68% hit rate last year on the road. So really good numbers across the board here for Keontae George. And last 7 games, going back to the dashboard here, you do see Minnesota 25th in points allowed, 21st in rebounds, and 13th in assists to opposing point guards. So really good matchup spot here for Keontae George. Like I said, I like the numbers in a lot of the key categories here. The Jazz are a bit of a weird team, but they have some good players there with George, Lauri Markkanen having a phenomenal year. They have rookie Ace Bailey. They did lose Walker Kessler for the season, which obviously is very unfortunate. But let's just say I've been paying attention to the Jazz here, and Keontae George, a really good leg to add to this parlay. All right, guys, our 4th leg and our 2nd leg from this Timberwolves Jazz game, we have Jaden McDaniels of the Minnesota Timberwolves over 14.5 points plus assists. Now, this one's basically just a straight line. It's not an alternate line. It's minus 144 over on DraftKings. You could bet this as a straight bet. And again, we've seen this number a lot in today's video. 75% hit rate, 6 of 8 games. He's cashed the over, averaging 20 points plus assists per game over the entire 2025 season. Last 5 games, though, 5 consecutive games he's cashed it, averaging 23.6 points plus assists per game. He's playing nearly 34 minutes per game, taking a healthy amount of shots. But the assist opportunities, they're not many. He's averaging about 4.6 potential assists per game. This is mostly going to be cashed in points, but he can get a couple assists in there to get us over the hump. From a head-to-head perspective, he's cashed in 2 of the last 4 meetings with the Utah Jazz, averaging 15 points plus assists per game across those last 4 matchups. But again, referring back to the dashboard over at Guy Boston Sports, McDaniels lines up at the small forward position. You look at Utah versus small forwards last 7 games, 22nd in points, 25th in rebounds, 29th in assists. It's the weakest part of their defense has been against small forwards. Matchup solids, numbers are solid. It's a pretty good player prop, and it's not that high of a line if we're being honest here. 14.5 is very doable for Jaden McDaniels. So really good matchup spot here for McDaniels. And then, guys, our 5th and final leg in today's parlay comes from the Warriors Nuggets game, 10 p.m. tip-off. We're going Nikola Jokic here, over 44.5 PRAs. It's another kind of juiced line here, minus 251 over on DraftKings. Now, admittedly, the overall numbers have not been great for Jokic, just a 43% hit rate so far this year. However, you do see from the numbers, he's literally missing this line by like 1 or 2 points, rebounds, assists every game, right? He's averaging 49.57 PRAs per game. So yes, the data's not great, but he's getting around there. He's hovering around that line literally every game this year. So I'm not too concerned about the fact that he's only cashed it in 3 of 7. The fact that he's in the ballpark every game is obviously huge for us here. From a head-to-head perspective, 2 of the last 3 matches versus Golden State, he's cashed the over, averaging 50.67 PRAs across the last 3 matchups with the Warriors. He has played them once so far this year, October 23rd, and he did, again, miss it by 1. He had 21 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists in that game. Look down below here. He did play 40 minutes. He had, 23. He did not have a good shooting game, 8 for 23, so definitely can do better than that. Potential assists, he had 16. Rebound chances, he had 20. So those areas, he still performed pretty well, but obviously he can shoot much better than 8 for 23, and he will shoot better than 8 for 23. We go back to the dashboard here, and we'll go down to the Warriors Nuggets game here. Look at them versus centers last 7 games. 21st in points, 22nd in rebound, 27th in assists allowed to the center position, 21st in three-pointers allowed. So it's a good matchup spot. He's got a pretty good track record versus the Warriors. Look, I don't need to glaze Nikola Jokic. You guys all know how great Jokic is at this point. It's a good matchup spot. He's had a pretty good history beyond just last year as well. He's been really dominant against the Warriors over the last couple of years. So I like the spot overall here for Jokic. It's juiced for a reason. It's a lower line than you normally would get, but he should be able to go ahead and cash this number. All right, guys, quick little recap here on the DraftKings screen. Evan Mobley over 29.5 PRAs. LaMelo Ball over 34.5 PRAs. Keontae George over 24.5 PRAs. I'm now realizing I took all points, rebounds, assist line in this parlay. Except for Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels over 14.5 points plus assists, and Nikola Jokic over 44.5 PRAs. You parlay all 5 together, you get a parlay of plus 611 over on DraftKings. And again, guys, comment freaky down below. And if this parlay hits, one lucky commenter will win a free $25 Amazon gift card. All right, guys, that is it for me today. Thank you very much, as always, for watching. One more time, please make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. I'll be back tomorrow with another NBA player prop video. Until then, guys, I hope you're all winners. Enjoy your Freaky Friday. Have some freaky fun. Let's go ahead and make some freaky money, baby. Let's go.